students, and welcome back to next session. Today we'll be covering part 2 of motion. So we were discussing in the last session we were discussing distance time graph. Here we'll be discussing velocity time graph. So velocity time graph, it represents variation or changes in velocity with respect to time for an object moving in straight line. Time is represented along the x-axis and velocity is represented along the y-axis. So here we can see that an object, it is moving with the same velocity, which is 40 kilometers per hour. So this represents time in hours, and we see that in every 1 hour, difference of 1 hour, the velocity of the object is not changing. So it is moving with 40 kilometer per hour, right? The velocity is constant. So if the object is moving at uniform velocity, the height of its velocity time graph is not going to change. The height of the velocity time graph will not change if the object moves with uniform velocity. It will be a straight line. The graph in such case will be a straight line parallel to the x-axis. So when the object is moving with uniform velocity, the height of the velocity time graph will not change and the graph will be a straight line parallel to the x-axis. The area which is enclosed in the graph, right, and the time axis, this particular area will give the magnitude of displacement. It will be equal to the magnitude of displacement. So velocity of 40 km per hour is represented by the height AC or BD, because it is going to be the same. The height is going to be the same, right? And the time is represented by the length AB, right? So the time T2, this is T2 at this point, this is T1 at this point, it is represented by AB. So distance S moved by the car in time T2 minus T1 will be expressed as, right, how it will be expressed? AC, which represents the speed, into CD, which represents the time. Speed equals to distance. Speed equals to distance by time, right? So distance equals to speed into time. So distance will be speed, which is represented by AC, into time, which is represented by AB or CD. It is going to be the same. So this actually gives us the area of the rectangular box ABCD. That is how the magnitude of the displacement can be calculated. Next, this graph represents the graph for uniformly accelerated motion, right? Whenever there is a graph that tells us or that denotes the uniformly accelerated motion, in such cases, the velocity time graph is going to be the straight line, right? It is going to be a straight line. The area under the velocity time graph will give us the magnitude of the distance or displacement that is moved by the car in that particular area of time. So this entire area, which comprises of this particular rectangle ABCD and the triangle over it ADE, this entire area we have to take, and that is going to give us the magnitude of the distance or displacement. And for a uniformly accelerated motion, the velocity time graph is going to be a straight line. If we are talking about non-uniformly accelerated motion, the velocity time graphs can have any shape. It can be a zigzag, it can be a curve, it can basically have any non-linear type of a shape. So first case we see velocity time graph that represents motion of an object whose velocity is decreasing with time, whereas B represents velocity time graph in which there is a very non-uniform type of increase and decrease with respect to time. So uniform accelerated motion, straight line. Non-uniformly accelerated motion, it is going to be any shape except a linear straight line. It can be a zigzag, it can be a non-straight line kind of a shape. And here when the graph or when the situation is such that the velocity is uniform, it is same, right? The velocity is not changing. Then also we have a straight line, but what is the difference? The straight line is parallel to the x-axis. Here also we are having a straight line, but it is not parallel to the x-axis. Here it is parallel to the x-axis, and in this case it can have any type of shape. The three main equations of motions that we need to remember that will relate velocity, acceleration, speed, time, distance, different quantities, that will help us solve many questions. These are known as the equations of motions. These are three equations of motions that we need to understand. First, V equals to U plus AT, where V represents final velocity of the object, U represents initial velocity of the object, A represents acceleration, and T represents time. Next, S equals to UT plus half AT square. S represents the distance covered, U initial velocity, T time, A acceleration, and T is time again. And lastly we have 2as equals to v square minus u square. A is acceleration, S is distance, V is final velocity, and U is initial velocity. So these are the three equations of motion that we must remember. Till now we were discussing about motion in a straight line. Now if we look at, say, a rectangular track, if a person starts moving from A, they'll move till B in a straight line, and then they'll have to change their direction at B. Then B to C, moving in a straight line, again they will change their direction at C, and again at D. If we increase the points where the direction will change, we are going to eventually get a circular track, which means that at every point there will be a change in the direction, right? So when the velocity of an object changes, we say that the object is under acceleration. Acceleration is change in velocity. So whenever the velocity of an object changes, we say that the object is accelerating. Now this change in velocity can be due to change in magnitude or change in direction or both. ठीक है? चेंज इन वेलोसिटी अगर होगा तो हम बोलेंगे ऑब्जेक्ट एक्सेलरेट कर रहा है. जो चेंज इन वेलोसिटी है वो चेंज इन मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ मोशन की वजह से भी हो सकता है, चेंज इन डायरेक्शन ऑफ मोशन की वजह से भी हो सकता है, या दोनों चेंज हो रहे हैं तब भी हो सकता है, राइट? तो इस टाइप के मोशन में हम देख रहे हैं दैट एट एवरी पॉइंट द डायरेक्शन ऑफ मोशन इज चेंजिंग, राइट? सो इफ लेट्स कंसिडर एन एथलीट takes t seconds to go around the circular path of radius r, the speed will be given by distance by time. Distance कितना होगा? Circumference of the circle कितना होगा? 2 pi r by 2. So v will be given by 2 pi r by 2. So when an object moves in a circular path with uniform speed, speed uniform है, direction change हो रहा है at every point, मतलब acceleration तो है ही, बाय डिफॉल्ट। क्यों? क्योंकि डायरेक्शन के चेंज होने की वजह से देयर इज गोइंग टू बी चेंज इन वेलोसिटी, विच मीन्स देयर इज गोइंग टू बी एक्सेलरेशन। सो मोशन इज नोन एज अ यूनिफॉर्म सर्कुलर मोशन। Examples of objects moving under uniform circular motion: motion of the moon and earth, satellite in a circular orbit around the earth, and cyclist on a circular track with constant speed, right? तो यहाँ पे हम देखेंगे that the person or the object will move with a constant speed and there will be a change in direction. इसको ही आप देख लो, if you increase more points where the direction changes, eventually it is going to form a circle only, right? Let us solve some numericals using the information that we have till now. These are numericals that are given in your NCERT. Abdul, while driving to school, computes the average speed for his trip to be 20 km per hour, right? So while driving to school मतलब होम से स्कूल जाने की जो स्पीड थी, ठीक है, that was 20 kilometers per hour. Okay? Then return route में on his return trip along the same route there is less traffic and the average speed is 30 km per hour. तो स्कूल से होम की जो एवरेज स्पीड है that is going to be 30 km per hour. We have to calculate the average speed for Abdul's trip. Let's say this is Abdul's home and this is Abdul's school. अब डिस्टेंस हमें नहीं पता है होम से स्कूल तक, तो लेट अस कंसिडर द डिस्टेंस टू बी x ले लेते हैं डिस्टेंस को। नाउ डिस्टेंस तो सेम ही रहेगी ना, होम से स्कूल तक और स्कूल से वापस होम तक डिस्टेंस सेम रहेगी, स्पीड चाहे ही बदल जाए, डिस्टेंस इज गोइंग टू बी द सेम। तो पहले हम टाइम कैलकुलेट कर लेते हैं। लेट t1 बी द टाइम जो अब्दुल को होम से स्कूल जाने के लिए लगा, राइट? t1 विल बी गिवन बाय अब स्पीड इफ इट इज इक्वल टू डिस्टेंस अपॉन time, right? Speed into time is distance, so time will be equal to distance by speed, right? So t1 will be equal to distance upon speed 1. distance तो x ही रहेगी और अब्दुल को होम से स्कूल जाने के लिए कितना स्पीड लगा? 20 किलोमीटर पर आवर, तो x by 20. t2 अगेन डिस्टेंस तो सेम ही रहेगी, x ही रहेगी, स्पीड क्या है? दूसरी वाली स्पीड क्या है? 30. ओके, एवरेज स्पीड कैलकुलेट करने का फॉर्मूला क्या था? टोटल डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल्ड अपॉन टोटल टाइम टेकन। टोटल डिस्टेंस कितना हुआ? होम टू स्कूल इज x, स्कूल टू होम इज ऑल्सो x प्लस x इज 2x अपॉन टोटल टाइम टेकन। टोटल टाइम मतलब t1 प्लस t2 मतलब x बाय 20 प्लस x बाय 30। नॉर्मल मैथ करेंगे, 2x अपॉन 3x plus 2x upon 60, 2x upon 5x, 60, this will come out to be 120x upon 5x, x cancel, 120 divided by 5, this is going to be 24 kilometer per hour, right? So the average speed for Abdul's trip is going to be 24 kilometer per hour. पहले हमने इंडिविजुअल टाइम निकाला, कितना लगा फ्रॉम होम टू स्कूल एंड स्कूल टू होम, राइट? इंडिविजुअल टाइम निकाला एंड देन वी फाउंड आउट द एवरेज स्पीड. आगे बढ़ते हैं नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे. अ बॉल इज जेंटली ड्रॉप्ड फ्रॉम अ हाइट ऑफ 20 मीटर. तो हाइट इज 20 मीटर, मतलब एक तरह से क्या है, डिस्टेंस हमें दे रखी है इज 20 मीटर. इफ द वेलोसिटी इंक्रीजेज यूनिफॉर्मली एट द रेट ऑफ 10 मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर. वेलोसिटी इंक्रीजेज यूनिफॉर्मली, इंक्रीज वेलोसिटी में हो रहा है, मतलब ये जो हमें दे रखा है 10 मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर, दिस इज एक्सेलरेशन. और वैसे भी यूनिट देख के आपको समझ आ ही जाना चाहिए कि ये स्पीड है, एक्सेलरेशन है, क्या है. सो एक्सेलरेशन इज 10 मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर. विद व्हाट वेलोसिटी विल इट स्ट्राइक द ग्राउंड. तो इनिशियल वेलोसिटी तो हमें पता है 0 है. बॉल को अगर आप ड्रॉप कर रहे हो तो ड्रॉप करने से पहले वो तो रेस्ट पे था ना, तो वेलोसिटी 0 मीटर पर सेकेंड होगी इनिशियल. हमें क्या फाइंड करनी है, फाइनल वेलोसिटी v, एंड आफ्टर व्हाट टाइम विल इट स्ट्राइक द ग्राउंड. तो हमारे पास डिस्टेंस है, s लिख लेते हैं इसको. डिस्टेंस है, एक्सेलरेशन है, इनिशियल वेलोसिटी है, हमें फाइंड करना है फाइनल वेलोसिटी और टाइम. आ जाते हैं अपने इक्वेशंस ऑफ मोशन पे. सबसे पहले we'll use this equation. 2as equals to v square minus u square. 2as equals to v square minus u square. If I have to find out v, I can also write it as v square equals to 2as plus u square. V square equals to 2 into 10 into, what is the distance? It is 20 plus u square is 0 square. V square is equal to 2 into 200 is equal to 400. V is equal to under root of 400, 20 मीटर पर सेकेंड. ठीक है, V आ गया है 20 मीटर पर सेकेंड. अब हमें ढूंढना है T. अगेन सेम इक्वेशन ऑफ मोशन, V is equal to u plus a t. तो v आ गया है हमारे पास, v is equal to u plus 80. 20 is equal to 0 plus 10 into t. 20 is equal to 10t. t is equal to 20 by 10, 2 seconds. Right? So this is the answer that we will get. Next, an artificial satellite is moving in a circular orbit of radius 42,250 kilometer. Calculate its speed if it takes 24 hours to revolve around the earth. Speed is equal to distance by time. तो सबसे पहले आपको distance calculate करना है, right? अब radius दिया हुआ है आपको बहुत simply. तो distance क्या होगा? Distance will be the circumference of the circle, which will be 2 pi r. तो 2 into 3.14 into the radius 42250. आपका जो भी आंसर आएगा that will give you the distance. उसको अगर आप 24 से डिवाइड कर दोगे, because it takes 24 hours, तो आपकी जो स्पीड है वो आपको किलोमीटर्स पर आवर में मिल जाएगी. राइट? So thank you so much students. This was all for today's session and I'll see you in the next session.